Hello, my name is Stephen George, and this is Incredibly Awkward.
I'm Stephen George. I've been keeping a vlog for like almost 17 years, and 15 of that was daily.
This is Stephen George. On November 24th, 2009, Stephen decided to start a daily vlog.
Vlogs, video blogs.
Where he would be filming a part of his day every day for an undetermined amount of time. His goal at the time was to document his day every day for about a year.
I'm not going to commit to an entire year. I'm not going to commit to anything.
He then proceeded to film every single day of his life for the next 15 years, only missing about a handful of vlogs that entire time. And thus, the incredible 1,000-hour journey that is Stephenvlog was born, making Stephen George the internet's most documented man.
Such is the life of a content creator.
We just hit 100 fans on the Facebook page.
This self-inflicted Truman Show of a project documents the entirety of this man's adulthood, beginning when he was only 20 years old all the way into his mid-30s, giving a glimpse into the average everyday life of some random dude in South Carolina. In the beginning, back in 2009, you really get to know Stephen as a person.
I have a lot of friends.
You meet his parents, Steve and Deb.
A dad moment.
Stephen's hometown friends, Austin, Justin,
What's up? Not much.
Jarrett,
Jarrett's not awake.
his long-distance girlfriend Mallory,
Look at me being a helpful boyfriend.
whom he met on the Earthbound fan site starmen.net.
Starman.net.
Which was a huge part of Stephen's life, and we'll see that a bit later. You see him live out his last 2 years in college at Savannah College of Art and Design, SCAD.
SCAD sucks sometimes.
You meet his roommates, Alex,
I have a knife!
Oh god!
who he also met on the Earthbound fan site, Dan,
Hey, you know what we should do? We should write a song.
and many other college buddies that will remain lifelong friends throughout the vlog.
The only other thing worth mentioning is that today is day 100.
At around the 1 year mark, you start to notice Stephen becoming more and more comfortable on camera.
Krispy Kreme is open 24 hours a day!
The vlog and filming every single day becomes a huge part of his life.
I got accepted into the partnership program. I can start making money on all my videos. Yeah.
And his identity. The footage becomes more raw, more real as his day-to-day begins to bleed seamlessly into the videos. The vlog glimpses into Stephen's real life, and the viewer gets to peer into his reality and his community.
Yeah, that's what I do for a living.
You learn more about his personal life, like this vlog where he explains how he met and fell in love with his girlfriend Mal.
The first time that I grabbed her hand, I knew that it was all gonna work out.
He then proposes to her on the vlog.
You marry me?
Their wedding is on the vlog.
Now, sir, you may kiss your wife.
At this point, Mal becomes an intrinsic and invaluable part of the daily vlog. Stephenvlog now naturally includes Mallory's daily life as well, and that of his friends,
We were talking about how it's tough to be the douchebag that pulls out the camera and vlogs himself all the time.
and his family, who, as you get to know them, are just so lovable.
You're going on a cruise.
No.
Baa black sheep, have you any wool? Yes sir, 3 bags full.
And you even meet a lot of Mallory's family too.
Sorry.
Shaking her ass all over the place.
You see every time they've moved, from dorms to apartments to houses, from Columbia to Myrtle Beach to Raleigh, they adopt 2 cats,
This is gonna be your home.
Sagan and Kepler, who become a vital part of the family, and of course a huge part of the vlog. Friends come and go. Alex and Dan, Stephen's roommates from college, eventually move to Raleigh and they live in the same city again.
Dan lives here. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-boop.
Mallory's friend from college, Haley,
My name is Haley and I've got crabs.
who she also met on starmen.net, ends up marrying Alex, and the friend group continues to expand.
Dearest vlog, thank you for everything that you've ever done for us.
Sometimes days are gonna suck, and today sucked.
Throughout the 15 years of Stephenvlog, you witness the ups and downs of his life, through weddings and surgeries.
The good news is, I'm here now.
Yeah, you're here.
15 Christmases.
Just open it!
15 Thanksgivings,
Bunch of mashed potatoes, about 10 pounds.
15 New Year's Eves,
We kissed an entire year.
countless birthdays,
Well, I guess I'm 21 now.
the tragic loss of family pets,
We love you so much.
and the joys of new arrivals.
You're not even 12 hours old.
Every single vacation, whether it's to Japan,
So I've spent quite some time in Akihabara.
Greece,
Look at that view.
Ireland,
Experience Ireland.
all across the United States. All this until the end of the daily vlog announced on January 19th, 2025.
After 15 years, I think it's time to end the daily vlogs.
Everything that I've mentioned so far is of course the highlights of Stephenvlog. The days that are memorable, where either a huge core moment happens in Stephen's life, or some big change is announced. But what fascinates me the most about this project is all the footage in between. The mundane.
I am going to enjoy watching standard definition infomercials.
The humble everyday life. The days where nothing particularly interesting is happening,
Nothing happened yesterday.
and you get to see someone else's reality through their own eyes every single day.
Welcome to Friday.
Welcome to Sunday.
Welcome to Wednesday.
Stephenvlog represents a life. When I think back on the past years of my life, what comes to mind is of course going to be the big moments. Graduations, moving houses, milestones that determine the path my life would take. But what we don't remember or can't hold in our memories is the endless mundanity.
Your vlog entries are getting really bad because you continue to upload one every day even though nothing interesting happens.
And I don't say mundanity as a negative thing. A lot of artists, notably during the Dutch Golden Age, explored the idea of finding the sublime within the mundane. This is the idea that within the everyday life of working class, regular people is where we find truth and beauty. The depiction of peasants and common folk in these pieces speaks to the true nature and everyday values of the era. It creates a sort of intimacy and realness to the world of the painting. The naturalist literary movement from the 19th century did something similar, where it focused on literary realism and allowed writers to tell stories from the lower class and proletariat perspectives. French author Émile Zola wrote Les Rougon Macquart in the late 19th century, which tells stories of middle-class families and focuses on the working class and their social hurdles. What Stephen does with Stephenvlog works to a similar effect because it is not a glorified and romanticized piece of media. Stephenvlog, despite being a documentary of sorts, is a depiction of the sublime within the mundanity of working-class American life between the years 2009 and 2025.
I did this for 15 years.
Sure, it explores hardships and the great joys of life, but the real beauty is found within the hours and hours of simple existence that makes up the majority of all of our lives. Countless meals.
That's just ooey gooey cheese.
Cooked at home.
Salmon pizza.
With loved ones.
Mom makes the best mashed potatoes in the world, so...
Eaten in front of the TV.
Kepler.
Going out to restaurants.
Okay, this burrito was amazing.
Getting breakfast.
This truly represents the folly of man.
Fast food. So much fast food.
I decided to go with the pizza and hot dog instead of double hot dog. Does it taste like a Cool Ranch Dorito?
Can I have 20 cheeseburgers?
Nice restaurants on a special occasion.
This looks really good, Mal.
Trying new foods for the first time.
Kit Kat cereal?
Deep fried Oreos.
First Reuben.
Chocolate jalapeno.
Gator tail.
Alex finally gets to try the pickle soup that we have talked about for so long.
Or eating the same meal you've had hundreds of times before.
Pizza.
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 Pizza? Pizza. Pizza.
Pizza.
I've been eating 4 tablespoons of butter for breakfast every morning.
Car rides. Sick days.
I am sick.
Mal's getting sick.
I am sick.
And days sitting at home doing nothing in particular. Laughter and tears, anger and joy, fear and success. The entire range of human emotions that we all experience throughout our lifetimes is represented in Stephenvlog and diligently documented for the entire world to see.
I also keep a vlog. It's where you take a video of yourself every single day.
To think that you can pick any date between November 2009 and January 2025 and find out exactly what Stephen was doing on that day is absolutely mind-blowing to me. And I seriously think he's the only person in the entire world to have documented his life to this extent. Another reason that Stephenvlog stands out to me as the work of art that it is his use of the format of vlogging. Vlogs, or video blogs, really gained traction when YouTube was being popularized because it's the perfect platform for that sort of documentation. However, the majority of vlogs, whether it's from the early days of YouTube or more modern vlogs all across social media, are more often than not glorifications of life. They're typically people with very glamorous or particularly interesting lives that want to share their lifestyle with the world, or romanticize their ideal reality on the internet. Stephenvlog, however, started out as a personal journaling project for Stephen, and in his words,
not even so much for any of you guys, but for me.
Because his intention was not to get views, the result is a much more humble and honest depiction of life.
I set 4 alarms for 12:30. I don't remember any of them going off.
In Stephenvlog, people act and look like real people. The camera angles and the lighting reflect what it would actually look and feel like to be there.
You only have one angle and it's this.
The topics he discusses are things he happens to be interested in, whether it's video games, movies.
Go see Avatar, which is some movie about some blue thing.
It's worth mentioning that Stephen also has a Let's Play channel which has been running simultaneously alongside the vlog since 2011.
My name is Stephen George, and you are watching Stephen Plays.
Despite being a relatively smaller community, Stephen created a supportive and loyal viewership. Because the vlog was so intimate and immersive, it quickly drew in a dedicated community of like-minded people. It became a pillar of hope for a lot of viewers that felt connected to the material, and served as a reminder that despite all the hardships, life goes on.
You did your best today, and you will do your best tomorrow, and hopefully the outcome of tomorrow's best will be better than today's best.
Stephenvlog also had a very real impact on the people in Stephen's life. His wife Mal was able to leave her high school teaching job to become a painter and live streamer. She now live streams her process, teaches painting online, and sells her work. Stephen's dad was also able to open his own online storefront for his paintings as well. The impact of this project also extends beyond Stephen and into his community. Over the course of 15 years, Stephen, his friends, and his audience have cumulatively raised almost $1 million for a local children's hospital through the Extra Life charity event, which they do yearly.
So we were given the award for top fundraiser for 2020, which is an absolute huge honor.
They even completed a wish for the Make-A-Wish Foundation by traveling to Vancouver and playing Super Smash Bros. With one of their fans.
Yeah, look, you playing GTA. Look, GTA, alright.
Stephenvlog serves as an extremely well-documented time capsule, especially for nerd culture in the 2010s. You see video games.
I bought Minecraft.
Posters.
All of the Left 4 Dead 2 posters. Oh, and a Left 4 Dead 2
Oh yeah, look at
fan
this.
poster.
Movies.
There's Twilight Bandits and they're $6.
Fashion. From their respective eras, and you can watch them change and develop in real time. The actual filming equipment that Stephen uses ages with the vlog, which makes it a great catalog for 2010s art and technology. Stephenvlog also gives perspective on the evolution of social media and the platform of YouTube itself. Nowadays, it feels like people are shooting reels and stories all over the place. But Stephen was filming in public at a time where that wasn't as socially acceptable.
I'm recording in the mall. Remember that one time we asked if we could do that and they're like, no. Yep. Stick it to the man.
Now we just do it.
Yep.
Oh God. Oh my God.
Now, I came across Stephenvlog in the year 2012 after stumbling across his Minecraft Let's Play from the same year. I've been watching the daily vlogs on and off throughout most of my life, which is crazy when I say it like that, but it's always been a fascinating topic for me. Like, what do you mean I've witnessed 15 years of some random guy on the internet's life? Like, I know all his friends by name, I remember each apartment and house that they lived in, I recognize this guy's wardrobe? Like, what? I always wondered what kind of impact this must have had on Stephen to be in this line of work. To have his entire personal life and all his memories of adulthood out there for the public to witness. What is it like to have your career directly depend on your day-to-day life? Well, I am very pleased to share that I reached out to Stephen, and he has been kind and generous enough to let me interview him and ask all my burning questions for you guys today. So without further ado, please enjoy my chat with Stephen George, creator of Stephenvlog. So Stephen, thank you so much for being here with me today. I super appreciate it, sharing your perspective on Stephenvlog and its creation.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Would you like to introduce yourself briefly?
Yeah. Hi. I'm Stephen George. I am 37 years old. I've been keeping a vlog for like almost 17 years, and 15 of that was daily, every day.
Yeah. First, I want to kind of start with like the beginning of the vlog. I want to know, what was your goal or vision or your intentions with Stephenvlog when you first started, or within like the first few years of the vlog?
When I started doing the vlog, the original idea probably had more to do with college, because I was attending college at that point, and I was specifically going to be a editor for film and television. The issue that I was running into is that I really didn't have a lot of stuff to work on.
Right.
So I was like, okay, well, if I start this project, which I thought was interesting anyway, it would give me stuff to edit every single day. So that would be like a way to get practice in and do things that way.
Mm-hmm.
And I also just thought it was neat. At the time, there were people doing vlogs online, but a lot of the vlogs were kind of in the style of like Vlogbrothers, where they're just in front of a computer, which Vlogbrothers are great. I still watch Hank Green, but I like the idea of taking the camera out and like shooting different things.
And yeah, so did you have any intentions for the vlog to become as big as it was? Like, what was kind of your idea with putting it online, especially?
I've always done things online. Back in the day, I was a big part of a website called starman.net. I made Earthbound videos and would put like the WMV video files online so people could download them and watch them. I had a very small following, but like, you know, a group of people that really enjoyed my work. When I started the vlog, I wasn't starting from exactly zero. I probably started from closer to like 100 subscribers sort of thing.
Cool.
I was able to, you know, continue making things while also having this core group of people who already knew who I was and was excited about what I was making, just because, oh, I was that Earthbound guy.
Yo, I'm Earthbound, you know.
But when I started it, there was no intention of like getting anywhere specific with it.
So you went to Savannah College of Art and Design, SCAD, and I'm curious about how your time there informed your work, especially with Stephenvlog, because for me, the channel is such a well-designed channel. I feel like even in the early days, you know, you kind of had your branding figured out. You had like a logo that you've been using for a long time. The font is very iconic for Stephenvlog. And even just the idea of having the titles be quotes from the video that appear.
I might have to poop tomorrow, so.
So, the bread!
When I went to school, I actually didn't know what I wanted to do. I was split between film and television, but also graphic design. I love doing like web design and all that sort of thing. Like just sitting around in Photoshop was just very fun for me. It's interesting about like the titles for the videos because that's present in the very first video.
I'm going to call it Day Zero.
So like all 15 years, the title of the video is a direct quote from the video, shows up in text when it's said. And that was just like an idea I guess I had that was like, this is neat, I'll just do this forever. So
How did other people in your life react to Stephenvlog's success and to you making YouTube a full-time job? Like, was everyone on board with being on the vlog?
Well, so the first thing I'll say is the measure of success and that specific word is variable. I have always felt like a pretty small channel. We've grown, but we've also like grown pretty slowly over the years. In that sense, I was very grateful to be able to do what I have done full time, but it never felt like we were like really popping it off. Like we're just, you know, doing excellent. But obviously whenever I was starting to grow, you know, I was in college, so I had roommates and they were often the subject of the videos. We did a lot of things together. That just kind of happened organically. It's one of those things that now I obviously ask people if it's okay to film them. And back then it felt more like we're just some guys hanging out and we're just going to film things. So whether or not people felt super comfortable about being on the vlog, I don't know that was really afforded to them so much as we were just doing it and it was just happening. The period of time between late 2010 and 2012, like that year and a half, 2 year period was very very turbulent.
The vlog and the videos in general are going to be very sporadic.
I'm making enough to live, but in order to do it, I'm actually running like multiple channels and like trying to like do all of these things. I made it work, but it was definitely a lot.
Today was work day of the century.
Your parents seem to be completely supportive. Did they understand like what this career meant for you?
I mean, they knew that I was always interested in film and television. In high school and even in middle school, that I was running around with a video camera making videos with friends. And I think the thing they really liked, I was making a video every day. So even though they weren't getting a chance to like talk to me or see me every day because I was in college, they got a chance to watch a video of their son every day. My parents have been just incredibly supportive for my entire career doing this.
Do you know who that is?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Also from my wife, from Mallory. Right after college, Mal and I got married, and then that first year was very, very rough because I can see enough of what I'm doing to realize that it can be a full-time job, but it's going to take like an immense amount of effort.
Oh crap, dang, my life is busy.
So I'm like dumping all of my time and energy into this thing with this question to Mal, which is basically, will you trust me? She was just starting her career at the time, which was an art teacher.
Mallory's a teacher.
We had a few $1,000s in savings, and I remember being a little nervous about the fact that over the course of the year, like watching those savings drop because we had to pay for things because I was not bringing in enough money to make things work yet.
What I did today, I worked a lot on the computer.
And every month it was like a little bit more, and I could see where the trajectory was going, but it was very much like, all right, Mal, you gotta trust me. And she said, I trust you. And she is the one that supported the family. And then after that, things started to pick up. And then slowly over the course of the next year or so, I was able to put all of that money back.
I mean, Mallory is obviously an essential pillar of Stephenvlog. I mean, it wouldn't be what it is without her.
You tired?
I just woke up.
When you started out, and also I guess nowadays, are you inspired by any other creators? You mentioned Vlogbrothers.
I have never really spent a lot of time watching YouTube. The Vlogbrothers, specifically Hank Green, is like a wonderful educator. He's also a fan of They Might Be Giants, which is my favorite band.
There you go.
Honestly, the things that I've watched the most over the years are educational.
Part of the appeal for both of your channels, Stephenvlog and Stephen Plays, was that I felt like you didn't really follow trends.
I'm just kind of making what is of interest to me. I've heard people say that it feels real, which is good because, I mean, it is, and that it feels kind of like just hanging out with friends and getting a chance to see normal life. We've had a lot of international people say that they watched it for a variety of reasons, but one of the fascinating ones was seeing what like normal American life was like.
It's a 32 thing of Mountain Dew.
And I'm just like making whatever, and I'm like, okay, well, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
This is my mom's first experience with an iPad.
What happened to it?
And we've also had a few people over the years that said that it would be very useful to like historians, because it's like, this is a really good look at what daily life was like during this, 15-year period, getting an idea of like what's going on at the time, what's popular. For me, like what video games people were playing. There's all these additional little things that I've been really, I guess, humbled and honored to hear about, because for me, I'm just shooting something that seems interesting to me.
Look, it's a window. Look at the window.
Yeah, so you mentioned Stephenvlog. A lot of people say it feels very real. Did you ever feel the need to act a certain way for the vlog? Or like, what if you didn't want to make a video that day? How did you go around the vlog being such a huge part of your personal life? Obviously, you don't want to talk about everything. Maybe you're just having a shitty day.
Early on, there was definitely this mentality of people are tuning in because they want to have maybe an escape from what's going on in their lives. A lot of times I would skip over some of the more negative things that were going on in my life and try to keep it light. But then also, we have talked about some of the more difficult aspects of life, and like it's clear that it's helped people. The passing of pets, some of the big health issues that like Mao has had and had to have surgery for, the changes in her life after she's had that.
So how is life?
Great.
Being able to share those sorts of stories is huge because it helps people with their own health, or if it's pet related, it helps them prepare for what this could look like if they're, saying goodbye to a pet. So those sorts of things have been very important to include. The vlog was very fun to make, and like I really enjoyed making it. However, it did kill me over time slowly. It did take my life away from me. I have a recurring nightmare where I'm recording a Let's Play, but I'm not providing commentary. And it is something I'm proud of, but also it will harm you in ways that I wasn't expecting it to.
So I'm working and I start getting this headache and I'm like, oh man, this is stupid. But I work through the pain because I have a lot of freaking stuff to do.
As time went on, I had some difficult times that were related to burnout.
I am going through a period in my life that is difficult.
Only getting close to the end, and more even after like the daily vlog has ended, have I taken the time to really start talking about some of the problems with doing a project this long. Part of it is that I just didn't know.
There's a video for that, because there's a video for every part of our lives, it seems.
Like, I had no idea it was burnout. It wasn't until I had finished the project and started to decompress that I was like, this is bad. This thing I did to myself, this is actually not a great thing.
I think I'm gonna burn that midnight oil and just get it done. I think it's the best option.
I don't know. I have like weird conflicting feelings about it. Like, I both love it, and I can recognize how damaging it was.
Whew.
Like, mentally, to do something this long, because now the daily vlogs have been done for like going on 2 years, and I'm only just now starting to feel normal again. I would have never assumed that it would have taken that long. I was like, I'll just, a month after I'll probably be fine. Maybe to better answer the original question about like it being integrated into my life, it's impossible to disconnect those two. If you do something every day, especially if it's your job, that's literally what people know you for. Like, it does become part of your personality. It becomes part of who you are.
I got you. Welcome to this thing.
And I think that's been difficult to try and remove that entity now that it's over. And I'm obviously still making videos, but like that, I think that's been the hardest thing, is because my brain is still sometimes like, oh, I should be documenting this. This is something that needs to go into an archive. And the answer increasingly is like, no, it doesn't. It's okay to be normal and to just have a normal life.
It must be so interesting to kind of like get your presence back. Like, did you find it was hard to stay present in your day-to-day life, or while you're at an event, or while you're doing things, or did you feel like a pressure to film?
It's really hard to answer that, and it's just because I didn't know any better. And the way that I've described it to people is that the vlog started when I was 20.
Currently 20 years old.
Like, I was still in college. I was just barely an adult.
A river of pants, chips, bags, and oatmeal cream pies.
And it only just finished. I was 35. I had never had a moment of adulthood that was normal. My entire adulthood was just, well, you film everything. That's what you do.
I mean, those were like incredibly formative years, full of life events.
And I think the thing that's been so strange now is like, I'm not filming things. I'm being incredibly selective about what I choose to make videos about and talk about. It's wild. I'm like, this is what people feel like. They are just like living in the moment, experiencing a thing. If I had a nickel for like every big, cool, interesting life event thing that I watched, not with my eyes, but behind a screen, I'd have so many. That's what everything was, making sure that everything's framed, checking the color balance or whatever. And like, that was 15 years of my life.
What were some surprises during the creation of the vlog, during the vlog process, that you weren't expecting when you began? Like, whether it's from the community or from the creative process itself, other than, the massive burnout?
I think the most surprising thing, and the thing that has absolutely been the most important to me over the years, has been creating a community of people. It has meant a lot to me because I grew up a child of the internet. I was on message boards, like in my formative years, learning from everyone else around me, all the other Earthbound fans around me on Starman.net. The internet raised me in a way. That meant a lot to me, to have that sense of community, and these are people that I made friends with, that I went on trips with. I mean, I still know today, they're still some of my best friends. My college roommate was someone that I met on the site. One of the people that works with us now that helps us with things is someone I met on the site. Probably most importantly, my wife is someone that I met on the site. So like, internet community is a big deal to me. Getting a chance to see that form and me having anything to do with it was incredible.
Well, and also it's interesting that you talk about how what you're most interested in watching on YouTube is like educational content, because for me, Stephenvlog and Stephen Plays was very educational in the sense of learning about video games and about technology, how to view video games as art.
Obviously, one of my loves is film.
Is Old Boy, which is a Korean film from I think like 2003.
And shooting things and making videos. But another equal passion is video games.
Slam City with Scottie Pippen.
You can kind of, it's dark behind me, but you can kind of tell there's some shelves in here.
Yeah.
I think we have like 4,500 physical video games in the house.
Good lord.
I've always loved collecting video games and playing them, so.
So do you ever watch your old vlogs, or do you have any favorite vlogs?
For the most part, I do not watch the old stuff that I've made. And it's not that I'm embarrassed by it or disinterested.
I don't really have anything to show today, and that would be boring.
The only time I really go back and visit things is if I'm trying to remember something, because one of the advantages of having documented things for so long is that I can go find out information, be like, what was it that we were doing this day?
I decided to get pancakes and toast and a lot of food. Oh my god.
Occasionally, if my friends want to watch, if they want to relive something and I'm around, then obviously I'll watch it with them. We've been to like several different conventions, and we've had certain parties or went on certain vacations with people.
But do you have a favorite vlog? I mean, your wedding is online.
Obviously, my wedding is incredibly important to me. The fact that I have that captured. And that's another thing that, like, by the time my wedding happened, I was so accustomed to, like, well, you just do this. You just film everything. Look, I got the vlog video. So filming it and sharing it with the internet was not, like, weird to me because I had already shared every other day of my life. The day that we adopted the kittens was a big deal.
This is the start of something beautiful, I think.
And then so many of the days, I think, just with them was wonderful, especially they've both passed now, and having some of those videos to go back and watch, especially shortly after their passing, was very helpful. It was nice to be able to go back and watch some of that stuff. Any of the ones that involve my friends doing wacky things.
Let me take this opportunity, though, to instruct you. Most of your videos, they're like, hey guys, I'm Steve and I'm gonna go to class now.
And just being their goofy selves. I've always
like
appreciated
50% of the vlog right there.
It's like 50%.
Okay, so like wife and cats, #1 priority.
Wife and cats.
Amazing. And of course, my condolences for Sagan and Kepler.
We're definitely going to be getting additional cats. That's something that we're definitely going to be doing this year.
I'm so happy to hear that. That's great. That's going to be really good.
We're really looking forward to it. We've missed having meows in the
Yeah.
house. And also documenting the travel stuff has always been a lot of fun for me. I generally put a lot of time and effort into any video where we go on a vacation just because I want to try and do wherever we're visiting justice.
If you had to do the vlog over again, like you were transported back to your college self, you're 20 years old, what advice would you give yourself? What would you do differently?
I have thought about this question a lot, actually. In the wake of finishing the daily vlogs and like learning that I was actually incredibly burnt out, it has led me to question a lot of things. It's like, you know, would I have pushed as hard as I did to do this? There's a few years there where it was insane. Like,
Things have actually been crazy.
I worked 80+ hour weeks
100 or more hours.
every week for years.
I'm gonna be up really late because of Pokemon.
The concept of a day off was like incredibly foreign. And if we went on a trip, I had to work even harder leading up to the trip because, you know, I was also running a video game channel. So I'm like getting things ready.
It's been crazy. We'll talk more about it later.
Then I go on the trip, which I film. And then when I get back, I immediately play catch up for weeks. And I look back and I'm like, certainly that was bad. And yet I don't know that it would change anything because where everything has landed, I do like. And that's, I think, very difficult for me to reconcile, is that, do I wish that I would have worked less? I mean, yeah. Was all of it as necessary as I may have thought it was? Probably not. Did I use up like all of my 20s and half of my 30s and now I get to relax a little bit more? It's like, okay, so there's like a little give and take.
Yeah, nothing makes a trip more relaxing than like the crushing pressure of the work that comes after it, right?
We were talking earlier about how this has just been my adult life for 15 years.
Mhm.
I have now went on a vacation or two without the need to shoot things. And so the most recent like big trip I did, we've been to Japan a few times. They've always been filmed. This last November I went, and this was after the daily vlog had ended, and it was a different trip. We visited the Nintendo Museum. I decided of like, I'm gonna make a video about the Nintendo Museum. I had a fun time doing it.
Great video,
And
by
then
the way.
whenever thank you.
Yeah.
And then after we left, I was like, okay, I don't need to shoot anything else. I can just like experience life, experience this trip. And it is so wild. It's like, so this is what a vacation feels like to people. They're not just thinking about work nonstop the entire time. I'm also just happier.
Awesome.
I'm happier, and I've had people tell me that they can tell from the videos. They're like, if you watch the final like 6 months of the daily vlog, where they're like, you seem different. And I'm like, I'll take it. That's great. You know, I feel different.
1000%. How was the time leading up to that decision, which must have been a very hard decision, and the community's response? How did that affect you?
The decision to end the vlog was not one that had been considered for like a long time. It was something that had been considered for like 2 or 3 months. Actually, what had happened is my parents had come to visit.
Mom was like, do you want to get a cake? And I was like, no.
When they were visiting, my mom talked to me and she's like, you're not well. She said, you are tired. She could tell that I was just burnt out. And we were talking about things.
Talked to my mom for a long time, and that was really nice. So,
and mind you, the daily vlog is incredibly important to my mother. Me and Mal live in Raleigh, and my parents are from Myrtle Beach. And this has been a really great way for my mom to like see what I'm up to and feel like she, gets to stay connected to me. And she was the one that was like, why don't you end it? It's almost as if I'd never even considered that as an option. It had been so a part of me for 15 years. The idea of not doing it, I was like, that's not possible. She was like, I think it might be for the best for you to end this. So the fact that she is the one that brought that up, and of course, I start talking about it with like some friends and certainly Mao, and Mao was like, this is the right time. It's starting to have even worse long-term effects.
I had hardcore vertigo hit me.
all of your knee problems are coming from your hip.
I only thought about it probably for like 2 months.
Makes sense. I mean,
And,
once the idea's in your head, then that must have affected every time you film a vlog, after you've got that idea. It's like, do I actually want to do this? You actually have to think about it.
Like the last 4 to 6 weeks or something of the vlogs in 2024, I'm at least aware that I'm going to be ending. My mood might increase in those. I don't know. Just because I'm like, I know that it's going to stop, and I'm like, okay.
I am so happy.
Forever, I was like, is this ever going to end? And yes, it is. So I always want it to be known that I really deeply enjoy doing it. The idea of documenting things is something I really love. If there were a way for me to continue doing it and not experience the declines that come with it, the burnout, then I would.
I mean, what you need to do is hire a camera crew that's going to follow you around every day. And like 5 editors. And
ooh, that would be a very, very different show.
Where are you putting your creative energy now? I know you're live streaming. You're still posting some videos on the vlog channel.
Last year on the vlog channel, I posted almost like once a week, which
still
is
huge.
That's a totally huge. Fine, normal output for a YouTube channel. And yet for me, I was like, it's so tiny. But most of my creative energy is going into live streaming. So for the past 7 or 8 years, we've done Twitch multiple times a week. And I do have people making sure that I don't do it too much.
So what's next for Stephenvlog for the channel? Or anything that you're doing right now that's going really well that you want to keep doing?
I have always kept a vlog ideas list on my phone. It was useful even when doing the daily vlog because on days where either nothing happened or I didn't feel like talking about how the day went, that I would at least have topics I'd be like, I haven't talked about this either ever or in a while and I'd like to bring this up again. So now I still have that list. Just to give an example of a thing that I plan to do in the near future, we have purchased 20 or 25 different types of bottled root beer.
Cool.
And I really want to do like a tier list of root beer. Sometimes these sorts of ideas would just naturally occur like on the daily vlog, but it's way easier to plan for that sort of thing when you're not also having to make something every other day.
Like a normal YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a normal YouTube channel.
And lastly, what are you proudest of in your work?
Going back to what I said earlier about the community, just being able to feel like I've brought people together for any reason is great. But then also the core of what I do and have always enjoyed doing is entertaining and help people just forget about their troubles for a while, especially for like when we had a lot of younger people watching that as they get older, like things will be okay, getting a chance to like look at what college life was like so they have an idea and think, okay, like I can do this. Trying my best to be some source of positivity in an otherwise very turbulent world is something that both Mao and I really strive for. So we're just doing our best, and we're doing that through playing video games and trying to be silly on the internet.
Thank you so much for watching, and of course a huge thank you to Steven for letting me pick his brain. It has been such a pleasure working with him on this. If you like this video, please consider subscribing, and if you'd like to check out Stephenvlog for yourself, there is a link in the description to go check it out. And with that,
Let's meet back tomorrow. Let's meet back tomorrow. Let's meet back tomorrow.
let's meet back tomorrow, shall we? Not actually though, I don't do daily posts. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for taking the time today to join
Yeah,
me on
no
this
problem.
interview. I really, really appreciate it. It wouldn't be possible without you meeting with me here today, so thank you so much.
Well, thank you for having me. And I think I told you before, like, I haven't done an interview in many, many years. So this is the first one that I've done in a long time. So I'm really excited to see it. And I hope that I've helped in some way to, make the project a good one.
Totally, you have no idea. You have no idea. Yeah, no, it's helped so much. Like.